Hello, space lovers! Today we're going on an amazing journey to a planet that, despite its proximity to Earth, has proven to be incredibly hostile to life. Venus. It's often called Earth's sister because of its similar size and mass, yet Venus is a veritable blazing inferno. But has she always been like this? Could it have been habitable in the past, or could it be a potential paradise for colonization in the future? Let's find out. Venus is the second planet from the Sun and the brightest object in the night sky after the Moon. It gets its brightness from its dense atmosphere, which reflects sunlight. However, this brilliance hides one of the most extreme climates in the solar system. Venus is almost as big as Earth, with a diameter of about 12,100 kilometers. It has a rocky surface and a thick atmosphere composed of carbon dioxide. However, the main feature of Venus is its unbearable heat. The average temperature on the planet's surface is about 465 degrees Celsius, which is even hotter than Mercury, although Venus is farther from the Sun. This is due to the powerful greenhouse effect that warms the planet to such extreme temperatures. The atmosphere of Venus deserves special attention. It consists mainly of carbon dioxide, 96.5%, with small admixtures of nitrogen and clouds of sulfuric acid. The pressure on the surface of Venus is 90 times greater than on Earth. It is like diving to the bottom of the Earth's ocean to a depth of about 1 kilometer. The high concentration of carbon dioxide creates a greenhouse effect, which is enhanced by dense clouds of sulfuric acid that block heat from escaping into space. As a result, Venus has become incredibly hot, and lead is even melting on its surface. This environment makes Venus the most extreme planet to study among all Earth-like worlds. Although Venus is completely hidden behind dense clouds, space missions and radar surveys have allowed scientists to study its surface. It is a world covered with volcanoes, lava plains, and ancient craters. Venus is one of the most volcanically active planets in the solar system. There is speculation that some of its volcanoes may still be active today. One of the mysteries of Venus is its tectonic activity. The planet has no obvious tectonic plates, as on Earth, but its surface is periodically renewed by volcanic activity. The surface of Venus is relatively young, is about 300 to 500 million years old. This means that in the past there were grandiose geological processes on Venus. Another surprising fact about Venus is its unusual rotation. It rotates in the opposite direction to the other planets in the solar system. On Venus, the Sun rises in the west and sets in the east. What's more, its day lasts longer than a year. Venus makes one revolution around its axis in 243 Earth days, while a full revolution around the Sun takes 125 Earth days. The reasons for this retrorotation are still a mystery. Some scientists hypothesize that Venus may have collided with a large object in the past, which changed its axis of rotation. Another hypothesis is that a dense atmosphere and gravitational forces have altered its motion over time. But has Venus always been this blazing hot? Scientists believe that billions of years ago, Venus may have been a more habitable planet. According to recent research, Venus may have had oceans of water on its surface and a more temperate climate similar to Earth's. But what changed? About 700 million years ago, a powerful greenhouse effect began on Venus. Volcanic activity released huge amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, which led to its current state. Water, if there was any on the planet, evaporated, and then the water molecules were broken down by the solar wind. This was the end of any potential for life on Venus. Despite the extreme conditions, Venus remains one of the most interesting planets to explore. Back in the 1960s and 1970s, the Soviet Union sent several missions called Venera to Venus that were able to descend to the planet's surface. For example, Venera 13 in 1982 took the first color photographs of the planet's surface before it collapsed due to extreme pressure and temperature. More modern missions, such as the European Space Agency's Venus Express and upcoming missions from NASA, continue to study this mysterious planet. Their goal is to find out if Venus could have been habitable in the past and what conditions on its surface are like now. Despite the hellish conditions, there are suggestions that Venus could be the target of future colonization missions. Of course, a colony would not be able to exist on the surface due to temperature and pressure. However, in the upper atmosphere of Venus, at an altitude of about 50 kilometers, the temperature and pressure are close to Earth's. Here it is even possible to support the existence of air stations that could float in the atmosphere of Venus. Such ideas seem fantastic, but not impossible. Technological breakthroughs may make it possible to establish stable colonies in such difficult conditions. The story of Venus also provides an important lesson for Earth. It shows how a powerful greenhouse effect can change a planet's climate beyond recognition. Despite similar parameters to Earth, Venus has become a place completely uninhabitable. It makes us think about the impact of climate change on our own planet and the need to prevent it. So Venus is a planet of extremes, where heat and high pressure rage, but it may once have been habitable. Today, it is an important object to explore, revealing to us many of the mysteries of the solar system and providing lessons for Earth's future. What lies ahead for us on Venus? Perhaps we will find out the answer to this question in the coming decades as new space missions head to this blazing planet. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, give us a like and press the bell so you don't miss new episodes about space and planets.